field. The last week of this, I think it's the last day. Dad's bean planting. He'll get all the replanting done today, and both sprayers are going. I think Garrett will get done with the post spray on corn. Next time that'll be sprayed is fungicide, which will be done with the weed killer. And David's doing some post spraying on beans. I think Garrett will probably switch over, take his place in the Haggy, and they'll start getting irrigations ready tomorrow. Busy, busy, like always.
I am down on the farm we call Bombs. Got my planter back to Illinois. I did about 20 acres of replant over there this morning. I was waiting for it to dry up, got it done. Come down here and found an area a little bigger than I thought it was. Maybe close to 30 acres time I'm done. But when I get this done, I'm done.
Waiting for a load. Just me trip, or is it hot today?
It's hot.
Could be all this smoke fire in the cab with us.
I am folding up for the last time. This is it. I'd say it's about time for the date, June 13th. Last replant we did was last week. Had just a little bit to do today because it was too wet then. You dry it off now, so we got that done. Been a long year, but like we knew we would when we started, we got her.
I got 3 fields done. I see an irrigation on way off in the distance. That's one of ours. I know you can't see it, but that's the first water squirting I've seen us have this year. Hot today, at least I'm told. We'll try to stay in here. This is the field I was nitrated Monday and got rained out. I don't know if you can tell. It's just a way darker green right there. That was nitrated. This has not been. It's easy for me to see by the eye. I don't know if you can or not. Hot out there. Every time I get out, it's hot. It's like 96. I think the heat index is like 107 or something like that. I don't know how they decide that. Who gets to decide what it feels like? But it is hot. We're getting close to the end. Me and Jay might get her done tonight. I need to do some figuring because we're not going to quite have enough ATS or our microburst, which is our micronutrients. Go down to Allendale, get some after he fills me up. I gotta do some refiguring. I think I need about 500 gallons more of ATS and 50 of the microburst, but we'll figure that out now.
Here's the help I got. Got Jacques in the back. Here, Murray. Leighton. Get your heart out, girls. We come up here to Robinson and we had to put this pipe in the stream. We got it ready to go now. Got the pipe hooked up. Got our floating deal to get the water out of the creek. We're not going to do it yet because the corn's not big enough. It don't need it yet, and it's not dry enough to need it. So she's ready to get going when we're ready to get it going. Right, guys? Got quite a crowd down here at Green Plains today, but looks like they're going to go ahead and let us try doing 2 dumps. They got the rail dump open, and I was able to get over into this one, and we'll see how it speeds it up any down here. So anyhow, the gentleman told me they're trying to accommodate the trucks faster, so that's a good thing. So anyhow, got quite the crowd, so loading out DVGs also across there, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, taking a break, just show you something. Surely you can see that. It's plain as day, at least here. This is where I was nitrating when I got rained out. I definitely was not there. Taller and darker. Gonna grow like crazy now, this heat, taking up the nutrients. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Fill up on the next to last day. You got a weather report. You're the one that's been outside most of the day. It's cold. You need a coat.
No.
No.
No. It's like need another pair of underwear.
Heard that. You heard it from Jay. Weather report. Swampy.
Yeah.
Mr. No Spill.
And that's how it's done.
Nice and clean. Last day, trying to fill it up, and then the hose spout busts, which happens every once in a while.
I caught it this time.
Jay's on top of it.
All that matters.
Shut her down before we had a mess, which we never have, EPA or whoever's watching. But
if you're doing this and it starts trickling, I mean just to barely trickle, don't risk it. Just fix it right there.
Shut her down, blow it out with air, which you should have, and then we're gonna cut her and then fix her.
100 more gallons and this thing would have went kaboom.
I think it would take 110, but that's just me. Back running. The irrigation man just went by somewhere. I don't know where he went. Nice job, Jay. Nice job. We're done. We made it over it all. I had like 300 gallons in the tank, so I just wanted to make, because you know I didn't want to run out just short, come to another field, you know, put 50 gallons on acre, give or take. I'm going to empty it out here and put it on 20. I chose it here, and I wanted to show you this because I don't know if you can tell us or not. See these middle two rows here, you can tell they haven't got it yet. Those are our pinch rows that are in between our duals back there. That is why the nitrator that we ordered last July, the July of 21, that was supposed to be in of January of 22, which I think is now going to be in this fall or next winter anyways, we got tracks, so there's less pinch rows. One last thought that I have on this whole side dressing, liquid 28 or 32, that comes up in the comments every time we have it is this compared to Y drops. I know a lot of guys are doing Y drops now, and we really did like the idea of it. Maybe doing coulter and Y drops might be the thing to do, but I don't know. We haven't done that. We have talked about doing that. But I don't know what it was. It was either 3 or 5 years ago, because it's when Cummins Big Field was on in corn, and it's beans this year. And we rotate every year. But anyways, we did a test. Our neighbors had a Haggie with Y drops on it. We did the coulters, left a couple strips. They came in after us a little bit, right before rain, and Y dropped it in with that. And we showed the coulter 5 bushel better, which, I don't know, that might not always end up like that, but that's the results we had. So, and that makes sense to me, knifing it in, because that's where the corn's mouth is, its roots in the ground. Which I also always like the idea of Y drops, because it gets it closer to the rows. But I don't know, unless we do another test with another neighbor that's got Y drops and find out different. I think we're doing it the best way, but like everything else, could be wrong. Just happy to be done. One less thing to worry about.
Well, it's been a hot day today, but I went up to FSA and certified my acres. Nice cool job. Now I'm in the office. Been outside a little bit, but not much like the other guys. So I've had an easy day. But I went up to FSA at Lawrence County and certified my Crawford County, Wabash County, Lawrence County, and Knox County acres in Indiana, all at one-stop shop. And I tell you what, those ladies up there at the FSA at Lawrence County are the best. You got Kathy and Megan. They've been there quite a while. Kathy's been there a long time. Megan's been there quite a while. Then you got Colleen. She's been there quite a while now, and she's great too. Then you got the new girl, Jalen Alt. She just started, does real good. So I tell you what, you need to get in there and get your acres certified, because they do a great job, and they always have up there. They got a different director than you used to have. Used to have Pam as the director when I was on the FSA board for 20 years. I was on there because it changed names. So I was allowed to be on there 2 different 9-year term things, 3 apiece, and then 2 for somebody getting let go. But anyway, she retired finally, and they got a guy in there. Now we got a new girl. Her name's Abby. She's a great CED. Guess that's what you call them. Now I'm back on the county committee again. I just want to give a shout out to them, let everybody know that I suppose all counties aren't as lucky as we are, because we got really good people that work at our FSA office.
Doing a good job.
Yeah, she's
Oh man, a little hot out, a little bright.
yeah.
I wouldn't have really done that one for YouTube. I'm not that mean.
Yeah, she's a little warm.
Yeah. Yeah, you look red.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Yep.
Blue collar boys.
There you go. Loading up a lot of empty pro boxes, chemical totes, chemicals we didn't use, take back. Running water into that dude to get the nitrogen flushed out. Did that also to the pump that was round back where the tanks are. Clean her up.
And another little subject, I got a thing here from Case today. If you all remember my tracks, that red piece right there on this drawing broke. We got 2 new ones in from Case, put gussets on them. Well, I got a Bolton certified mail today that there may be a problem with those with the weld cracking. That's exactly what happened to mine, because the other one was cracked but hadn't broke off yet. So they know now they got a problem and they're fixing it. So I guess it takes farmers to find those things out for them. So anyway, they're on top of it.
I'm catching the bin up, the 250,000 bushel bin we got down sweeping. I'm not even sure how many loads it holds after sweeping. It's 72 foot diameter. The 60's got like 18 loads after they start sweeping, so quite a few. Gordy and Fred are hauling. They put in all the extensions into our underground irrigation system that has a 3-inch tile on 15-foot centers that we drain most of the year, and then we put in the extension so we can fill it up to irrigate this time of year. David and George been working on irrigations. I'm sure they probably don't have much on here of anything about it. I heard our new river pump came apart in the river, so David had to go get some swim trunks to get that put together. I'm sure he'll get that going.
We put in the river for irrigation come apart down there. The pipe come off. So David's in there to fix that. Got a little bit of current to deal with.
There's a couple others that's quit this morning that they're working on, but irrigation system, love-hate relationship. What can I say? They're great to have, but they can be a pain. Half a chance of rain today and tomorrow, I think. It'll be a lot easier if it rains. At least we got an option if it don't.
Hauled a load of grain today and went up to Dax to pick up some seed, and this went kaput, and it was loud. It scared the living daylight out of me. I thought the rod came out of the motor, it was that loud, but luckily, I guess that is a common problem with 6.7s. So, local Ford dealer had it in stock, and he got it here. So, thanks Silverthorne, you're a lifesaver. About 10 minutes and a little bit of sweat, and she's changed. So, ooh, there's a piece. Crocking it again today. Remember what I said in that one video? You ain't crocking, you ain't rocking. So, yep. My guess is just from getting hot and cold and hot and cold and so on and so on and so on. Just got old and brittle. I mean, the truck is 8 years old, so I mean, what do you expect? Stuff's way better than it used to be, according to what Moore says. I'm not old enough to remember, like, drive a lot of old vehicles, but my first vehicle was a 1984 Chevy. And let me tell you, I worked on that thing like every week because it never stayed together. So, and let me just tell you, money pit, because left and right, I was dumping money into it. Let's go ahead and talk to Fred. Super truckers. Gordy in the white one. Fred's in the blue one. Hey, Fred! Yeah, she's a little toasty.
Take one or 3 loads?
One. 2-a-day J. They call me 2-a-day J because I only haul 2 loads. So, I don't get up early enough.
We got a 3, but we was over there about 5-10 after 3 before we got unloaded.
Well, that's good. How's the AC working?
Great. He's right here somewhere. See him lay down. I gotta be right on him and still can't see him. There he goes. I was within 10 feet of him. Could not see him.
Got a little bit of a much needed rain, especially after this hot week. So far only 3/10 here at the farm, but it looks like it definitely rained more to the north. Might got a lot of rain up Crawford County. Go up check that out later, but good to have. I'm doing some inventory about what few corn bags we have to send back, which is not much, and empty pro boxes and pallets and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing today to start with. I'll do a little scouting. 3/10 is about the least amount of rain we got, and 1.9 is the most. I did hear the Effingham area had like 5 inches in 2 hours, so that would be terrible. I'm up here scouting Flat Rock. This is where we got the most rain. 1.9. I haven't found any brittle snap, which would be if it was actually broke. It's leaning pretty good though, so it should elbow back up, be fine. I think it just might be a field where we fungicide it with the airplane instead of with a Haggy, because it's very hard to get down the road without running any over if it's a goosenecked real bad. Had that issue last year in a few spots. As long as it ain't broke, not the end of the world. Guess it wouldn't be the end of the world if it was broke. Just soon not deal with that. But I'll keep scouting up here, drive all around Crawford County. It's where we had the most rain, had wind all over. No irrigations down, nothing like that in Indiana. David's been over there. If you don't hear from me, that's good news. If it's bad news, I'll be back on here. So that's it for this week. Want your Ivers merch? Ivers-Farms.myshopify.com. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Everything else looked good. David found just a little bit in Indiana. It was leaned over too. But Dad, he found the worst of it. It was down in Allendale, Fred Smith's ground. That's where the thumbnail came from, in case you're wondering. See ya.